So you can listen to this practice wherever you find yourself today. You can be sitting down or laying down or even stretching and doing things if that's what you got to do. And hopefully wherever you're at when you listen, this will still be helpful to you in some way. So if you choose to listen to this practice in a still position, feel free to take all the time that you need to arrive there and allow yourself to fidget and move and maybe stretch as much as you need to, just to get into your body, get as comfortable as you can with where you're at. Maybe some neck rolls would feel good, or some cat-cow motions with the spine. Maybe some torso twists or side body bends, or just anything at all that feels good for you. And doing your best to allow your body to move you, and not thinking about the movements or what it looks like or what it feels like, but just following that path of least resistance in the body and letting yourself move in whatever ways your body wants to move. And if what your body wants to do right now is be still, then honoring that stillness. And there is zero rush whatsoever. You can continue to move throughout this practice whenever you feel the need to. If at any point you are feeling ready to come to a still position, then you may do so. Just feeling that the spine is generally straight. And if you're in a place where you feel safe to let the eyes close, then you may allow them to close if that feels good. You can just mark your arrival into your body today, into this practice, with a full and intentional cleansing breath. Allow yourself to take a full breath in through the nose, almost seeing yourself fill up to every corner and edge of you as you just hold that breath for a moment when you're full, and just experience that fullness as you slowly let all of that go. Exhaling bit by bit, gently pulling the navel toward the spine at the bottom of your exhale to just get that last bit of stagnant air out of you as you again pause and feel that emptiness. And allow your next breath to come to you as it's needed. So you can breathe just like that for a few more rounds for as long as it feels good. And just exaggerating the 4 parts of your breath. The inhale, the pause at the top of the inhale, followed by the exhale, and the pause at the bottom of the exhale. And at any point, you can feel yourself stepping almost back and up in the mind as you come into that role of the observer, or the role of the witness. And releasing all this guidance and control over your breath. And just remembering that your body does breathe completely on its own. And seeing if you can just watch your body breathe you. Remembering how the breath is that one bodily function that can be either voluntary or automatic. So just playing with that control and then release of control as we begin today. And now, maybe seeing or feeling your breath the same way as you would see waves rolling up along the shoreline. Watching each one come and go without having any direct control or influence over the speed or depth. Knowing it is perfectly okay if that feels difficult to do today, but sometimes it does. And just letting your awareness start to rest now on your face. And just notice anything at all that you can feel on the face right now. Maybe any expression that could be resting on the face. Any tension in any of the many muscles on your face. Even with the eyes closed, maybe even seeing what your face looks like right now. Feeling any emotions that might be communicated by the expression resting on your face. As you just make note of what your starting point is today, knowing that that will be different each and every time you show up to a practice such as this one. Maybe there's extra tension in the brow today, or extra holding in the jaw. And just from that point of awareness, that is exactly what gives you the power to choose to instead soften these areas. So as your body exhales now, allowing your jaw to be heavy and just hang into place. Allowing your lips to be soft and your tongue to release from the roof of the mouth. Feeling how that will naturally soften the muscles in your chin, the muscles in the nostrils, and naturally spread up the cheeks into the upper jaw and the ears. Feeling the eyelids relax and just be softly closed or open wherever they are. Just letting go of any unnecessary tension, any extra holding that you are allowed to let go of. Feeling the eyebrows release as you just allow the entire width and depth of your forehead to be. As you feel the hairline soften, followed by the whole scalp. And even feeling your brain rest and just trusting that support of your skull. As you just remember the comfort that is your own anatomy. Remembering that everything inside of you will be held right where it needs to be without any of your doing. And how everything stays in place even when you are deep in sleep. Your body continues to breathe and function just as it should, without any of your direction. So just using this time to consciously watch how your body operates. How much work your body does for you to keep you alive every moment of every day. Trusting that it is safe for you to let go into your body. And you do not need to hold anything or be any specific way. But just allowing yourself to exhale into yourself. Allowing yourself to be as heavy as you are, as wide, as long as you are. taking up as much space as you are meant to. And maybe feeling a sense of broadness across your collarbones. And just allowing your heart to sit between the shoulders in this proud position, allowing the air to enter the lungs with a bit more ease. And just allowing your attention now to go wherever it is drawn within you. Maybe there's some points of pain in the body right now. Maybe there's some points of comfort. And just wherever your awareness feels drawn to, following it there. And seeing how fully you can sit with the sensation in your body. And if there is pain present, sometimes the biggest cause of the suffering we feel from having pain is feeling like we shouldn't be feeling that pain. Or feeling like we should be feeling different than we are currently feeling. And so just giving yourself a break from those thoughts and feelings, and seeing if even just for a moment or a split second you can allow yourself to feel what you are feeling. Whether that be pain, sorrow, sadness, or joy and love and hope. But just seeing if you can be here fully with who you are in this moment, with where you are in this life. And just trusting that you are meant to be right where you are, or else you wouldn't be here. And knowing it is completely natural and expected to question things about ourselves or about our life, where we're at or where we're going. Just reminding yourself that on a deep level, you already know the answers to all of those questions. And there is no one else out there who can teach you more about yourself, about your feelings, about your life and your journey than what quiet time with you can teach you. So giving yourself this permission to feel whatever you need to feel right now. And this practice is not about washing over the bad parts of life or trying to put love and light onto everything. But this practice is about being here for yourself, being aware of whatever is right now. And sometimes when pain or something we might label as negative feelings or emotions come up, we might have a tendency to not want to look or to push them down deeper. But all that does is allow those thoughts and feelings to echo even more within us and have an even more insidious control over our reactions and our actions. So even though it can be really scary to feel the hard parts of life, just knowing that it is another part of this human experience that all of us will go through. Part of being human means feeling things that aren't so good. And the one constant that we can always rely on is that things will change. And so you can use that fact as a comfort to you if you're feeling something that is painful right now, knowing that even though it feels like it'll last forever, it will not, because nothing does. And also using that as a comfort to you if you're feeling really good right now. Giving yourself permission to soak in all that goodness, knowing that it won't last forever. And maybe using practices like this one as just a time for you to be human and feel what it's like to be human in your body, in your mind, and in your heart. Remembering how valuable you are to this world. And there is not one other person out there who sees the world the way that you do, who feels the things that you feel, who experiences life exactly the way you experience it. You have your own unique perspective that is worthy of being shared, that is valuable if shared. Through whatever avenue you feel called to share your experience with or through. And bringing some attention into your own heart. And just remembering your own anatomy and all the veins and vessels that connect your heart to every inch of your body. And how there is nothing in particular you have done to make your heart beat, to make your heart pump life through you, into you. But this is a pure gift. This is a direct connection that you have and all of us have to whatever source of energy lets our hearts beat. Whatever loving force that is that created us and this life that we get to experience. And sometimes we'll all get stuck in mindsets thinking that we have to go out into the world and earn more love or earn more appreciation from others or the world around us. But when you catch yourself going from that or acting from that state of lack, maybe like you don't have enough love and you need to earn more, and just use that as a cue to check back in with your heart and remind yourself that you already have all the love possible. You have a direct line to the source that created all of this just through your heart. And so instead of going out and trying to earn more of this love, we can flip that to going out and sharing the love we already have. Sharing our hearts and seeing how that will naturally expand around us and within us. We'll naturally allow others to do the same, give others permission to do the same. And there is not one person out there that is just like you. You are valuable to this world and have something worth sharing. Even when you forget. So you can continue to feel whatever is present within you. Continue to soften into what you are feeling as you listen to the following words written by young Pueblo in his book, Clarity and Connection. And just allow anything that feels like it resonates with you to soak in even deeper. I trust and feel at home around the ones who are not afraid to be vulnerable with themselves, who live confidently in their power and gentleness, who try their best to live without harming others, who are serious about their growth and healing, and who have the humility to say, "I don't know." It is okay to not have the answer. One of the bravest things you can do is boldly embrace the unknown. Accept your fear and continue to move forward. A clear mission does not always have a clear path. The mind is inclined to protect itself, but an attitude of defensiveness easily breeds anxiety. Out of caution, we fixate on uncertain information and create stories that can lead to unnecessary fear and mental tension. Taking a moment to notice when we are jumping to conclusions can save us from worry and grief. Through self-awareness, we can begin to notice when we are overthinking. The simple act of bringing our awareness out of the mental clutter of unreliable thoughts and back into the present moment can preserve our energy and decrease the friction we feel. To be clear, there is nothing wrong with protecting oneself, but it is helpful to observe how often we take a defensive stance. If we are only ever defensive, we are surely getting in the way of our inner peace. Self-awareness is noticing the rhythm of your thoughts, feeling when they are clear and when they are out of sync, knowing when to take them seriously and when to let them go. Not every thought is valuable. Most are just the sounds of impulsive emotional reactions. Sometimes you need to move slowly so you can then move powerfully. The modern world is so fast-paced that you feel the pressure to keep up. Setting aside what everyone else is doing and moving at your natural speed will help you make better decisions and lift up your inner peace. Wisdom is accepting that there are things you cannot force. People change when they are ready. Creativity moves at its own rhythm. Healing does not have a time limit. And love blooms when things align. You can just take the next few moments to just allow everything that you've heard today to settle. And if you heard something that resonated or struck a chord with you, just trusting that that feeling comes when we hear on the outside what a part of us knows to be true already on the inside. So just allowing those truths to be enhanced within you, so you feel a little bit more confidence to act on your own instincts, to fuel that trust with yourself. Letting some awareness now come to the hands. As you feel the pulse in both of your hands, remembering that connection between your heart and hands. And if it feels like something you would like to do today, you can just let the hands find each other in a prayer position toward heart center. And allow your heart to lift into your thumbs as you feel your thumbs press back toward your heart, reminding yourself of this power that you have, the pure gift of your life. And just taking a final deep and full breath into the body, seeing yourself fill up to every corner and edge of you. And as you exhale, letting go of anything you're ready to let go of, as you let your head gently bow. And just taking this moment to bow to the source of energy that allows all of our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. Bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally, bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. May this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights, and may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see. Thank you.